I, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
It's over 2 months since the inauguration of President Bola Tinubu, who is now facing a heavy protest by labor unions over the poor state of the economy as a result of his dual policies in fuel subsidy removal and unifying of exchange rates. Since the petrol subsidy removal, the organized labor made up of the Nigerian Labour Congress, the Trade Union Congress, and the federal government have held series of meetings with no agreement reached. In a last-minute bid to prevent the nationwide protest, the government went ahead to announce some palliative measures to cushion the effects of the new policies. But the labor unions have since described as inadequate President Bola Tinubu's palliative plan, declaring a nationwide protest to express their grievances on the sudden economic downturn. In the early hours of 7 a.m., the protesting workers and other Nigerians converged on the popular Unity Fountain in Abuja to begin the protest, from where they moved to other locations, after which the NLC President Joe Ajero and other labor leaders addressed the protesters, insisting that the government must listen to the people, especially as the effect of the subsidy removal is becoming unbearable.
Nigeria is at the brink. Poverty is so much in the land, everywhere. We are doing this rally to protect the government, because if we don't do this rally to protect the government and people resort to self-help, it will not be in the best interest of Nigeria. As part of our patriotic commitment, we are doing this rally to maintain a united, indivisible Nigeria.
As the protests continued to spread, the union moved to the National Assembly complex but met a gridlock by security forces, which angered the protesters, making them to destroy one of the main gates so as to gain entrance into the complex. They took over the entire legislative building, calling the attention of the lawmakers to address them. The lawmakers had no choice but to receive and address them as they bowed to pressure. The labor leaders read out their demands and gave a one-week ultimatum to the government to take action.
PMS seem to be life wire of the economy of Nigeria, and this is a natural resource that was given to us. We have no business refining abroad. We have no business importing PMS. There are over 200 commodities or products that could come out from refining of petroleum products. Nigeria is not benefiting from it. Mr. President talked about 1 trillion naira saved. The committee where we are meeting, they told us that no one kobo is saved. Therefore, we have not agreed on what to pay anywhere. So who do we believe? Is it the committee? Is it Mr. President? We are going to believe Mr. President. We are only asking for the release of the 8 months withheld salaries of university lecturers and workers.
Please, Mr. President, reconsider this and give the Senate the chance, and then if we fail you, then of course you can go back to your position. I beg you in the name of God, this should serve as a warning to the presidency, to the National Assembly, to everybody. Then if nothing very tangible comes out of our effort, then you can take action.
The union leaders say taking to the streets to protest against government's harsh economic policies is just the first step in a long line of actions, but whether it will force the government to meet their demands is what Nigerians will be waiting to see. Punaraman Benjamin, Arise News.